What's going on, everybody? It is your boy OMaxxGaming coming back at you with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you a little story of something that's happened to me the past couple days that is pretty cool. As most of you know, just this past weekend was Halloween weekend. I'm sure plenty of you had some awesome costumes, and this year I feel like I really outdid myself. I went as Matt Foley, motivational speaker. And if you don't know what that is, you need to go watch this old SNL skit right now. I will put the link down in the description below, and if you're looking for a good laugh, go give that a watch. And as Matt Foley, I also made myself practice his voice to try to do a pretty decent impression of him. Now, if you've seen some of my older videos with face cam, I'm a big old blonde white dude. And, you know, so is Matt Foley. So not only do I kind of match his voice, but I also have his physique, I guess you could say. I'll add the video right here.
Hello, my name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. Now let me tell you a little bit about myself, young man. I am 35 years old, thrice divorced, and I live in a van down by the river. Thank you.
So I post this video on Twitter, and I tell some of my friends and teammates to like and retweet it. And, you know, I'm watching it like gain some retweets, some likes and stuff like that, and I noticed that, hey, this is starting to get pretty big. It's reached a couple hundred now. This might be one of my first few tweets to reach 1,000. So, you know, I'm watching it grow. It reaches 1,000, but I'm still getting a whole lot of notifications and stuff is still going in. And by the time I go to bed that night, I watch it reach 2,000 likes. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, this is insane. My video of me just being myself has this many likes. So I go to sleep that night with about 2,000 likes. I wake up the next morning and the video has reached about, I want to say 7,000. And, you know, I'm still thinking, wow, this is crazy. How many people have seen this and stuff like that. And, you know, in the middle of the day, it reaches about 10,000 likes. And, during that time, I get a DM from Barstool Sports as well as Old Row. Now, if you know what either of those are, you know that those are pretty big social media companies. So I'm freaking out like, oh my gosh, these guys want to post my video and share me. And I'm thinking, this is going to be insane. So many people are going to see my video. So I tell them that night that it's okay for them to post it. And they tell me, okay, we're going to post it sometime tomorrow. Now, on that same night, there was a basketball game at my college. You know, I went to the basketball game because, you know, go Bulldogs. And I go in, and it's at about probably 10,000 at that point. And we go into the game, and at the end of it, it's reached 15,000. I'm sitting there with my buddy like, oh my gosh, this is actually blowing up. Like, a whole lot of people have seen it. And the story just gets better from here. So the next day, Barstool and Old Row posted on their Twitters and Instagrams. And, you know, I'm sitting there, I was like, oh, notice that, you know, in their little likes thing on Instagram, you can see some people who've liked it. And Christian McCaffrey was right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, an NFL player has seen my video. Like, I'm still sitting here freaking out because this is one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. And the video up on Barstool's Instagram now has over 2 million views. So the Barstool and Old Row thing, they tagged me in it, and I'm just getting loads of followers. And like people DM me say, oh my gosh, what a cool video, what a great impression, this made my day, stuff like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this video of me really is going viral. And then I look on Julian Edelman's, the New England Patriots wide receiver, and he shared the video from Barstool of me on his story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then I'm sitting in my comp class, and then one of the craziest things of this whole ordeal happened. SNL's official Instagram account, Saturday Night Live, contacted me and asked to use the video. And I was thinking, oh my god, like, I was sitting in comp class and I just started freaking out. Like, I was telling my teacher, this is insane. I mean, people from SNL have seen my video of me recreating an SNL skit. This is crazy. So a few hours later, they posted on their Instagram, and my Instagram. I also posted a video on my own Instagram a little bit after that because, like, it's like, well, I might as well. So when people go to look at my account, they know that it's me. You know, I'm sitting there and just thousands of people are following me, liking my video, DMing me, stuff like that. Like, I gained, I think, 1,400 Instagram followers, as well as about 600 Twitter followers with this whole video thing. I want to say I posted the video on a Monday or Tuesday, and it's about Thursday now at this point. The video's slowly starting to die down, and I get another DM on Twitter. And it is from WGN 9 News out of Chicago. And if you don't know much about Chris Farley, the man who portrays Matt Foley in the SNL skit, he does what is called Bill Swirsky Superfans, which is a skit about some Chicago Bears fans. So Chris Farley is a pretty important dude in the city of Chicago. And they asked if they could put my video on the air. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be on TV. This is crazy. So I'm sitting there the next morning trying to figure out a way to watch it. I couldn't figure out a way, and I had class at the same time, so it really wasn't a viable option for me to watch it. And my dad texts me and say, hey, I saw you on the news this morning, but they said you're from Oregon, not Oklahoma. And, you know, that was a little upsetting because, you know, I'm trying to get some love for my Oklahomies. But it's whatever, because I was still on the news, and that's not something I should be upset about. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, I really have been on the news, and I'm kind of famous. Like, I'm nowhere near like your Kardashians or your famous actors or stuff like that, but millions of people have seen me at this point, and so many people follow me because I did an impression of somebody. And I have a whole bunch of people from back home and a lot of my friends saying what's it like to be famous and all stuff like this, and kind of joking but kind of not. I'm popping off a little bit here. Do we have any more? I guess not. So at the age of 18 years old, I have found my 2 seconds of fame. And let me tell you, this has just been one of the most craziest and shocking experiences that I've ever had. I've had former NFL players retweeted on Twitter saying this is cool. I've had Julian Edelman see it, Christian McCaffrey. If it's been on Barstool's official social media, I mean, who's to say that, you know, Dave Portnoy, El Presidente, Big Cat, and all of those people have seen it. Like, just all of these huge social media and sports personalities have seen a video of me just being a goober like myself. And that's just one of the coolest things that has ever happened to me. And it's just really awesome. So I think on that note, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're new here, please like and subscribe for future content. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. This is OMaxxGaming, signing out. See ya!